Okay, why the Flash is so fast? Why Superman leaps tall buildings in a single bound? Why? Body salts and more. Salt electrolysis systems explained and more. Today's episode is going to be quite the mind-blowing experience, and I can't wait to share it with you. I've got more videos coming that are going to blow and shatter your shit as I continue to expand. This shit is only going to make more sense, and I can't get enough of it. All right, guys. So, essentially, the brain fires off an electrical synapses. Everything's electric. 80% of the body is electric. If you're drinking plastic bottled water, the greatest soluble known to man, water, and it's sitting in plastic, and it's been shipped in plastic and stored in plastic, you are drinking plastic. If 80% of your body is made out of plastic water and estrogen and fluoride and shit like that, you've got a lot of detoxing to do. That's why you can't stare in the sun. That's why you get heat exhaustion. There was a woman that passed out at an event when I was in Watts, California, doing a hip-hop show when I was really young. I traveled around. I did a lot of stuff. I wanted to blow up and be a rap star. And I'm going to tell you more about that later. When you find out about what happened to me, you're going to realize I was targeted by the Illuminati my entire life, and they've just been losing this whole time. Well, I can't wait to tell you about that too. So, 80% of your body is made out of water, and it's been bombarded by estrogen plastics. Everything that doesn't allow electrical synapses to fire. Copper is a bioavailable element that allows things to be more conductive, in which your body cannot consume because of so much estrogen. Makes copper unbioavailable. Thank you, quasi-luminous. I give credit where credit is due, even if he is a fucking devil worshiper who had people that came from him that showed up that said that he was coming, that sank the boat, and when he turned around and not came at the last minute, and the guy that sank the boat, his girlfriend backed out at the last minute, obviously to show the intention that he had intentions on sinking the boat. I still give quasi-luminous, even in his people, Satanists. I still give quasi-luminous some credit. I mean, shit. He spent 1 week of sun gazing to find out where the holy hole was? I don't think so. He already knew. You stare into the sun for years, and then you get the answers. I'm getting these answers years later. Now listen to this shit. So, why does Flash run so fast? Because he's not blocked. Because his pineal gland is all the way open for him to receive 100% of electrics that is being produced, because this is the librarian. If the librarian is miselectric, you know what I'm saying? The librarian to your entire chronological brain of everything that's happened in your life, everything that you can see, everything that was hidden in plain sight messianically, is all in there. Once you break this bad boy open, this is the librarian that goes into the files and starts pulling everything together, and that's why I have such compelling videos, because I'm a thought machine now. So I'm using more of my brain. Essentially, the librarian is going out and using my brain. Eventually, I'm going to have 100% of both sides of my brain access to the librarian. So, this being is miselectric. Whenever this thing starts cracking in here, you feel it cracking out here. Like your whole dome will split. Your whole dome is just gonna be like, ah! Like Brad Pitt going into the fourth dimensional realm, which he experienced doodles. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna be like, doom! Your whole head is gonna feel like all these brains blew out just because of this little thing here. This thing is so powerful that this thing is powerful enough to make you powerful if you unlock it. So why does Superman leap tall buildings in a single bound? Let's look at a basketball player who exercises the electrical capability of his ability to jump. He needs to exercise this. A chi master needs to hit bricks and spiral his hands and meditate, but he don't need to ejaculate because he's gonna take his brain is going to deplete itself of what? Taste the ejaculate is salty. You understand that the salt is creating its own electrolysis within our electrolysis body? It's taking out one component that fits in the place where we fit in as the part AB component with electricity and us as the conduit that would be the salt. If that makes sense, salt is hogging it all up. It's not giving us the ability to do it. Now, if you want to believe that you don't need body salts, look at me. I've been fasting forever. I've been fasting, this is like my 6th day now. I haven't eaten anything, and I feel great, and I don't have any more salt in me because I tasted the ejaculate, and I just, on the tongue, I ain't like, oh, that's disgusting, right? That's gross. So I taste a little bit. I'm like, it's not salty no more. What does it taste like now? Silica. Nothing but silica, like a crystal being would have. I'm like, what? I'm turning back into a crystal being. It's about time. All right, so a basketball player will use this electric ability to jump and dunk a ball better than a regular motherfucker can, better than anybody can. This basketball player will slam dunk 10 feet, and if they're really good, they might jump over somebody's head in a slam dunk contest, and you'll be amazed to see him just jump over 3 people's heads and then dunk it in a goal. So, I mean, ultimately, that is like a super ability right there. Punching through bricks. These are all super abilities that take an electrical response to move the muscles, to react with the brain in a way that allows the action to happen with either more force, less force, more power, less power, and it's all backed with the electrical ability of this librarian. Can you imagine that if your librarian had full access to everything, that you wouldn't be deceiving yourself to think that you were less than a superhero, that you would step into the 4th dimensional realm and also extrude these abilities without any limitation whatsoever. So then you go from a ball player and a chi master who's holding all the salt in his head, who's not ejaculating. You go to the chi master, to the ball player who does ejaculate, but he's swimming in fluoride and he's not on the mountains like these guys eating fresh fish. See, they keep the salt in you no matter what. These guys are just taking fluoride showers. These guys are not, but they can't ejaculate. Like, see the difference? It's all like correlating and it's creating the same result and outcome. It's a repressive type society. If you read David Welch, he'll tell you all about it in his Oregon Accumulator. Repression. Read that chapter. All right. So, you see what I'm saying? If this is fully accessed, this dude's going to leap over a building. He's not going to slam dunk. He's going to fly. He's going to be Hancock. This guy is going to punch through metal steel beams. See what I'm saying? Now you see why they're all super powerful? It's because of electricity. Yes, that is correct. A YouTuber that responded and said that the yogi said that the sun was electrical. That is correct. The sun does have the Pikachu, detective peek at you, capability to shock the fuck out of anybody. And that's exactly what happens when these monsters come up. I'm telling you the truth, lizard can go in the sun, a turtle can go in the sun, a snake can go in the sun. Why can't a reptilian hybrid go into the sun that's half man, snake, and lizard? Why? Because the sun is intelligent and it differentiates. Do you really think that if they could white out the sun, that the reptilians would even have the balls to come up here? I don't even think so. I think that I would be, if that was me, I'd be scared. Like, fuck no, this motherfucker gonna kill me. What do you mean come up there and hang out? Man, I don't think that that's something that can really be really successful 100% of the time without bloodshed or without mass death. As soon as he decides to peek his face out, and he has the ability to differentiate, why can he not move clouds out the way? Why can he not send electromagnetic fields? It just don't make sense to me. You know what I mean? Why somebody would think that they can come out if they die in the sun? It's just really crazy. So I'm not talking about the daywalkers. I'm talking about full-blooded fucking reptilians that don't come out unless it's nighttime. Yeah, I know y'all motherfuckers. I seen y'all niggas before. Y'all ain't hiding. People can't see you, but I can. Alright, so my electrical perception is clearer because of electricity capability exposed. So, if you want to be somebody that can perceive with full perception, you need electrical response. If you want to send laser beams out your eyes, you want a full-on electrical response. If you want to jump really high over a building, you need something more than a ball player. You need a complete full-on electrical response. If you want to run faster than Jackie Joyner Kersey, and you might say, hey man, I want to run fast as the Flash, not Jackie Joyner. Well, he worked at his running for long and he strengthened it. When you paint, you're strengthening your pineal gland as far as your electrical perception of creating a render. It's all electrics. So as you see there, Jackie Joyner will become the Flash once he got full access to his electrical capability. See that? So that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you guys to see all these secrets, to see how they make sense, so you can spend your time doing this kind of shit instead of focusing on getting a job or whatever. If you go off somewhere where you're able to just enjoy this type of transformation and do it, then you can get anything you want in this world. You don't have to do none of that work, sitting around in a factory. You're this guy. Like, you really think you need to go sit in a cubicle somewhere? Somebody will watch you run on a YouTube video and that would go viral and you would just be living off those royalties. Like, you're amazing. You don't need to go work nowhere. You would be flying through the air and somebody would see that and take a picture, and then you would be the next superhero celebrity. Like, really? Like, you show up, somebody giving you 30 racks just to show lightning in your hands because it's just electrical. See what I'm saying? Like Shazam's, Flash, all of them. They're all electrical. So, with that being said, everybody try to blow your tops. When you get that ball of energy in your view sight, you can sun gaze with it. I just found that out last night because the sun went behind the clouds. And I was like, how do I do this? Keep going, other than spiraling my hands. When the sun appeared in the ball of energy, I just started fucking focusing my eyes on that, spiraling my head towards it, and my neck started to swell. All this stuff. This bone here is because this is being atrophied. You might have like a reptilian core in there somewhere that might have been placed in there. But mine, I'm pretty sure I deactivated with all this swelling and all this electrics going in here. I think that this shit ain't working no more. I think that this is all taking over. And this is swelling up to the point to where it's fat back here. It's like a big fat neck forming. Like, kind of like if you saw the Hulk and he had all of his abilities and you might see him with a big ass neck. Like, you're like, whoa, Hulk, you're shit, bro. Like, you're just, damn, Hulk. You know what I mean? Kind of like that. Like, that's what's happening. My shit is like, bow. Like, it's coming out the back. It's fucking tripped out. Like, I'm feeling it right now, and there's barely any bone back there. It's just all muscle. So, yeah, man, they just atrophied everything we had. They atrophied our canals, and we got to start using it because this thing's got hollow space in it. They told you had a hollow brain. You're in Sleepy Hollow. The fallen dude had his eye taken, so he took everybody else's eye. And an eye for an eye leaves the whole world blind. Get it? Because y'all all blind. That's that slogan. You hear the slogan, it's sky's the limit. You're in the dome. See what I'm saying? So, yeah, I hope this video was very informative for you as it was for me. And, well, the acknowledgement was very informative, but I hope that you found my acknowledgement from the sun very informative. Because even if you don't stare into the sun, I'm just going to share videos and tell you what the sun told me, and it's going to be just as great. And I'm going to tell you what else the sun told me, and you're going to be like, holy shit. Stay tuned for the next episode of a 41 losing streak of the Illuminati versus Grimnasty. A 41 losing streak. 41 years of losing. Explained. Stay tuned. Stay awake.